Hey, what's up guys, Dan here. Welcome to a new FIFA 14 squad builder. In today's video I've got a very nice expensive legend squad builder. If you could check out CR Buke, his links will be down below. He helped me a lot with this squad. And if we can hit 100 likes on this video, I'd appreciate it a lot as well. It is very difficult to make these squads, and they are very good in the end because they score so many good goals, and this one was in particular. It's got 2 legends in it, and it's got like 3 informs in it as well. To start us off in goal, I use Sirigu. I think I've only used him a couple of times on FIFA 14, and he's a really good keeper. His palming away from like the goal is really good from like the power shots. He seems to save most shots as well, and I paid 1,100 coins for him, and in the 10 games which I played with him, he's got a really nice throw, and his kicking's not bad either, so a good keeper who you should try out if you haven't already on FIFA 14. And in a centre-back position, I use Thiago Silva. He's not as expensive as he was on FIFA 13. He's only 23,500 coins, so a brilliant player for a cheap price, and he's got the high defensive work rates as well, and you've got the 80 pace, that 71 dribbling, that 87 defending and 83 heading, so crazy stats for a centre-back. And he got a goal from me, and it was a corner header, so that means he can win stuff in the air. He is a really good centre-back, a perfect role. And next to him I use Ricardo Carvalho, the former Chelsea and Real Madrid player. I really liked him. Even though he's got 50 pace, he seems to do the job well. You'll see a very good clearance in the clips which I show at the end of this defence, and he seems to do his job well. He's got good strength on him as well actually, and he wins a lot in the air, so he's not a bad defender. Even though he's got 50 pace, he does do the job for me. In a right back position I use Carvajal. He's got 83 pace, and he's one of the only decent right backs in the BBVA, and the only one you could have used is Dani Alves, but I used him in a couple of squads ago. And Carvajal's a really good attacking right back, so you should try him out if you haven't as well. This defence is quite good. It didn't concede many goals either, and I actually scored quite a few good goals through them as well. In the left hand side of the defence I used Maxwell, and I used the inform version as well actually. I had to pay 31,000 coins for him, and it's not a bad price for him actually. He's got 75 pace, a 74 dribbling, that 80 defending and 82 passing, and he is an attacking player as well, so you've got both fullbacks pushing forward and putting some really nice crosses into the box as well. He's left footed as well, so he doesn't actually have to cut back and cross it in either. We've got some clips here. There is a big kick forward, and Carvajal does win the ball back, and it was Ibrahimovic who was trying to attack him as well, so Ibrahimovic with a big strength, Carvajal still managed to win the ball. The opponent brings it forward again, and this is Gujan Daniel's team actually as well. And Thiago Silva does the job really well, and look at that for a ball. It's such a sweeping pass across the midfield to my attacker, and I was really happy with that pass, and that's what's so good about the next gen FIFA. From corners I seem to win a lot of the headers as well, and they do get forward, but we do manage to cancel out the key pass which stopped them from scoring basically. And they did try and attack my defence quite a lot because I've got some players who leave it quite open in the midfield, but if you play the defence well, then you're going to be safe at the defence, and that's Thiago Silva's tackle there, stopping the opponent from scoring. And the tackles were very solid actually. Look at this. This is Carvalho tracking back. The keeper rebounds it, and this is such good clearance off the line. Keeper was in nowhere, no man's land, and I think Nani probably should have scored, but it's a great clearance in the end. And that was Thiago Silva's header, which I was telling you about. He does rise it above the defender and does head it home. Right, starting off with a CDM position, I used inform James Rodriguez. He is now in, well, he's a cam position, so you've got to convert him down to the CDM for this squad. But he isn't a bad player there, to be honest. He only got 1 assist in the 10 games, but he will capitalise more if you used him as a cam player. He's got really good overall stats. He's got that 81 pace, at 89 dribbling, and he's just a really good small versatile player, as well as Isco, inform Isco right here. Isco's got 81 pace and 90 dribbling, and 76 shooting, and they both do the job well because they tackle quite a lot of the time, and they seem to be like quite good at dribbling to get away from the attacker as well. And Isco got 3 assists and 1 goal, and he's got the high attacking work rate, which isn't really good for a CDM, but they don't do a bad job, to be honest, and the defence is good at the same time. In a centre attacking mid position I use João Moutinho. He's got 79 pace, 84 dribbling and 87 passing. He's a really good player, and he sometimes feels a bit slow on the ball, but if you play him well, then I think he's a really good player. He's got a really good right foot, and he's got the high work rates as well. I got 4 goals and 3 assists in 10 games, which isn't bad, and he just seems to do well with the Hunter chemistry style on him as well. In the right mid position, I use Di Maria. He's 86 rated, and he's actually better than I thought he was going to be. He's not as good as Navas, because I like Navas a lot, but he's got the 90 pace at 86 dribbling, and his right foot is really good, and he seems to dribble in and out of players, and his right foot, even though he's got 2-star weak foot, isn't awful, but his left foot is the best. He's got the high work rates as well, meaning he'll work down the line, helping out Carvajal when he goes forward. In the left mid position, I use the legend Paulo Futre. He's a godly player. He's got 84 pace, 93 dribbling, and 80 shooting, and he's got the 5-star weak foot as well, along with the 4-star skill moves. If you haven't already, then try checking him out. He cost me around, well, he cost CR Buke around 680,000 coins, so you can pick him up for that much, which isn't that much for a legend. And his left foot is so good. He's got a really nice strike, and his long shot is really good as well, and he's one of the best players I've used on FIFA 14 as well, and that's a finish right there from him using his right foot. It was a really nice finish, and he's quick as well. He just seems to do the job for me. He's the best in this team, and I really liked him. James Rodriguez attacking right now. He passes it through to João Moutinho, who does a really nice chip over the keeper, and it was a nice finish in the end. So we've got Gujan Daniel against me again. I found him online, and it's a good forward ball to João Moutinho, who does a really nice finish past the keeper into the bottom corner. I was happy with that finish. Look at this. This is through to Futre. He brings it out on the left wing. He passes it, crosses it in, and he doesn't cross it in. He comes back in, and it's a really nice finish, powerful finish into the top corner. I was really happy with that goal. It was so powerful, and he picks up again. And look at that for an effort. Oh, he's doing this all over the show, and that was maybe because of the keeper coming out. But look at this. He does it again. It comes out to him. This is even better. He picks it up, fake shot back, and then does a scoop turn, and it's a really nice shot. It's swerving right into the top corner. We've got another angle coming up. He could do this all day long. His shot is so good. We've got a perfect angle. Hits it with the outside of his foot. He hits it perfectly, basically, and his free kick's really good as well. I think he's got all stats over 85. Don't quote me on that, but they are still really good. And the runs he makes as well. It's a really good ball through to João Moutinho as well. His chips are so good. He can do them all long as well. I could basically rely on this team to score all the time, and yeah, going forward I thought that Pauleta did well. He's a striker, by the way. We're coming on to him in a squad ahead, and it's a good finish past the keeper with his right foot as well. And I thought that Paulo Futre is the best player in this team by far, because he's so good and versatile. His dribbling's really good, and I found that he could beat the keeper with any shot from any angle. His finesse shot's really good as well. So we're moving on to Pauleta, the second legend in this squad. You can pick him up on the market for around 730,000 coins, and he's good as well. His finishing is clinical inside the box. He can beat the keeper from his right foot so well, and he's got 82 pace at 85 shooting, and he wins a few headers in the air, and he got 7 goals and 7 assists in 10 games, so he's not a bad player as well, so you can rely on him to score. And he's 5'11", so he's not the smallest of strikers either, and he's a better striker than Teddy Sheringham when I used him before. And you can pay around 1.8 million for this squad, so I'd recommend trying this out. And that's an ridiculous chip over Neuer from Pauleta right there. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like rating. And look at this. I managed to win it off the keeper, and it's just an audacious chip over the keeper. A really good goal, and keeper was in no man's land as well. Pauleta, he seems to run and strength players off the ball, and it's a really good shot off the half volley past the keeper, and he could do that all day long. You'd expect a legend to score like that. And Carvalho does a really nice through ball here to Pauleta. He just jockeys his way through the defence and managed to finish it past the keeper. The runs he made was really good as well, like this one here, and it's a clinical finish past the keeper. No, he couldn't save that at all. If you want some striker to partner him, maybe you should get someone like Vucinic, who I used him in the last squad. He's a good player who's clinical at finishing as well. Or you could use a pacey striker just to help runs. But Pauleta on his own at the top was really good. He could do everything right, and if you got a right and left wing who can cross it into him, he can win headers as well. I don't know why the keeper was coming out there for that, but I still managed to score. So that is this squad finished. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like rating for this legend squad builder. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel, and see you later.